Drop your questions on our Facebook pages. Ask Rwanda and Keeping SA Radio. Rwanda kashishizi on KNR.
Ulwanda kasheshizi on KNR tshilo ke ndathi zawubuya xa ndibabe usomachiza wethu he's here sova kuye kuba namhlanje usiphathele ntoni na ngolwesithathu kodwa ke besenditshilo ke ndathi sake sive into yobana le mixube esiyisebenzisa abantwana okukuza kuthiwa hayi abantwana bazwa ngabantwana kutheni behlonitshwa aba bantwana is it because i-temperature yomntana yakwazi ithatha umntana emjude okanye kwenzeka ntoni na and kutheni le nto i-teething izawuhamba notyatyazo izawuhamba nento yobana funa uqiniseka ibi-nappies you have enough because abantwana bayagowa xa besizwa ngabazinyo sake sive ngayo yonke loo nto leyo kodwa ngokwangoku mandikukrobise kweli cala sizokwamkela usomachiza apha ulapha estudio.
Civic education is ongoing at Buffalo City Metropolitan Municipality. This week, on Wednesday, 6th April, Council Speaker, Councillor Humphrey Maxegwana, will be informing the public about municipal demarcation processes. Catch it live from 6 p.m. on KNR, Mdanzana FM and Kumkan FM. Buffalo City Metro, a city hard at work.
Buffalo City Metro, a city hard at work. So Machiza, he's here. I'm sure yambona ke apho unxibe ke izanto zabo. Ezanto zifundela iminyaka. Mono so Machiza sakhaleza ke simamkele naye sive ke ba lo mcimbi udibene ke namazinyo abantwana. Ithi na so Machiza, good morning. Kutheni ungavakali kudephi?
Untephile.
Ungafi ungekho into last week so yeah. Otherwise are you good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. Thank you so much.
Yeah, good morning to you. Nakuba Phulaphuli.
Yeah. Ivoice yami njani? What does it sound?
Iyavakala uba ikhona ingxaki ekhoyo kodwa ke ungafi.
Sesilapha.
Ungafi.
Icebo kunyamezela.
Yeah.
Okay.
So namhlanje we have National Health Day in the health calendar. Le nto yecalendar yazi ndiyayicinga njengokuthethayo vandla. Interesting enough, April is the first month of the year, ne? And until idibeka kanti ke iyatshintshwa lo mntu wayitshintshayo loo nto leyo. Inyanga apha emhlabeni zazi kade ngokukalagela abantu ngoba beqala ukwenza inyanga bazenza inyanga zabayi-10.
Supposed.
Zabayi-13 man, I'm sorry. With April being the first one. So April siyaqala ubala sithi 1, sithi 2 kuMay, sithi 3 kuJune, sithi 4 kuJuly. 5 August. So where I'm going is September is the 7th month. Ubuyayazi lanto kuthiwa yi-septet. It means 7, andit?
Yes.
October, which is an octagon, means 8. Unov means 9, and Udeka means 10, which is December.
And then
ke kubekho January, no February, no March ngapha yeah. But nje anyone who's listening, just something nice to uzitrapelisha ngayo namhlanje okuhambe nje uyoyijonga uba hey intona nento beyithetha na usomachiza ikhona into enjalo ndiyifaka nje ezingqondweni zabantu ndiyabahlupha nje this morning babakhe ba.
And come to think of it, nyani lo mntu wayeze nayo wayecinga xa bekutheni yena kwakufike ntoni njalo fanele lo mbuzo uzawuthi kutheni ipasika izawuba nge-15 ka-April ibikhe yangoMatshi kanti lo mntu ubethelelwa nini ithi agqiba ingatshintshi i-25 kaDisemba zonke ezo nto ezo whoever owacinga into yobana okay mandithi le mike imnyama mandithi ngu-black lona mandithi ngu-yellow lo okanye whoever so but asikhwapho namhlanje silapha kwi-teething problems zabantwana bethu siyayazi into yobana kuba ngabo ngumdlezana ufuneka ube ready ngakumbi umntana xa eqala phaa ko-6 months, right?
Yeah, so teething can start as early as 4 months, but on average about 5 to 7 months siyambona umntana eqala uteething.
Kuthiwa uyakrazula.
Uyakrazula, ndiyalithanda lo gama.
Uyakrazula.
Ndiyalithanda lo gama because izinyo likhona apha ngaphantsi kwentsini. And then liyakrazula intsini lena njengoba liphuma ke ngoku.
Imaki ngamafutshane umntana abantwana bazalwa sebekrazule because kwizimanga zabantwana bavele ukuthiwa hayi mabini ekrobile. Umuntu endalweni yakhe ufanele bunamazinyo, right?
Yes.
And apha phansi kwentsini njengoba usitsho kukho amazinyo.
Correct.
So akuba uzelwe ngenamazinyo umuntu unamazinyo.
Xa kusafuneka ntshule.
Xa kufuneka entshulile imbewu yawo ikhona.
Correct.
Okay. Kwenzeka ntoni ke? Masizikrazule.
So teething as a new mother, your baby, you should expect, will start teething at about 4 or 5 months to about 7 months.
Okay.
Some babies do start much later. Omnye umntana starts at 9 months, omnye umntana starts at 10 months. You know what I mean? Or the progress is not the same. So omnye might have 2 teeth and then it stays like that for a while. Omnye,
Okay.
you know, so it is different. And I don't want mothers to be too worried about this, you know, that it's not happening fast enough and those sort of things. So today what we want to focus on is the symptoms around teething. The baby is drooling, the baby has a low appetite, the baby seems irritable, cries a lot. The baby wants to bite on everything.
yeah.
He is
Uyarhamzelela.
biting her hand, you know, or sticks everything into the mouth. So bekufanele uba wena wenza ntoni na, right? And what is good and what is bad around this?
Okay.
So zikhona these cold rubbers where
Yes,
you're going
go
to
on.
put it in the fridge and the baby can
Akwazi
chew on that, right? So here you want to make sure that leendo is not something that the baby can actually chew a bit off.
Okay.
It must be something that is strong, yes.
Okay.
Because if then it's made out of plastic or rubber and the baby can actually chew it off, they could end up choking on that substance.
Okay.
Kukhona into ekuthiwa ngamatankies, I think that's what people call it. It's a teething necklace. Yeah.
Inento enzayo.
So depending again, but umntana uyakwazi ukhasa, akakwazi ukhasa, umntana could actually have this thing around their neck, akhase, end up this thing ibambeka somewhere, and the baby could actually get strangled now and suffocate, right? So again, you want to look at the safety around these things. Yes, more people are concerned about, does it actually work? Should I buy this teething necklace? You know what? I think that's your decision to make. As a pharmacist, I don't have a I don't have a mechanism of action that I can explain and say this is how this thing works. But should you
Okay.
buy it, I can then say, please be aware. Please be very careful. You have your child in. You can always see him or her, and that they're not going. This thing is not going to get caught up, and it ends up strangling them, right?
So awuthi ziyasebenza or sebenzi azikho scientifically proven.
Yes, people have reviews. You know, people will say, so we call this anecdotal evidence. People will come and say, yo, I use this thing, right? It's almost like these ratties around COVID that
Sure.
people were using. They say, yeah, it works. But there's no evidence besides just a next door neighbor, a friend, a colleague saying, yeah, no, for me it worked. Yo, for me it worked. And you never know, but what if you didn't use it? Would it then have worked? So there's no science there except for people reviews.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kumcimbi we-teething abantwana bahamba ngohluka okanye ifanele uba amazinyo aphuma ngale period and that's it okanye, and why is it ingulisa umntana? Why is that?
Iyamgulisa kaloku because there is that trauma. Sithe uyakrazula. The trauma is that the teeth is now actually tearing the gum.
Okay.
And this then comes with these symptoms. So there is tenderness and pain in those gums. Your child might not want to eat because when they eat, bayathunakala. It is actually painful on those gums. So
Sure.
You'll find that then you are sold something at the pharmacy that you need to apply on the gums, a tube. What that tube does is it is a local anesthetic. So it will make that area numb and your child then cannot feel pain at that time. But again, here, very careful. The area is wet. You don't want to put too much of that gel because when you do, that gel does not stick there and ends up at the back of the throat. We said this is a local anesthetic. What is an anesthetic? An anesthetic is something that you can inject in the area and the person is not able to move it. If I put an anesthetic on your arm, it means you won't be able to use that arm. Now, imagine if you have an anesthetic at the back of your throat. It means you can't control those throat muscles for you to swallow.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
This is very dangerous now for the child because they could end up choking on their own drool or they could end up choking on the food. Okay? So use it sparingly. Just apply a bit on the gums. Okay? Very important for us is to control the temperature we want to control the pain and we want to control the inflammation. Okay. I want to really stress this around the temperature. A child, temperature yake, if it goes above 38, could have something called a seizure or a convulsion. And they could then end up in hospital because of that high temperature. So you want to monitor this carefully. You want to buy a thermometer if you can, so that you can always measure the child's temperature at home. Over and above that, there is medication that you can use that you can buy at the pharmacy. So you are either using mefenamic acid or you are using paracetamol, or you could be using ibuprofen. What is important here, Sis Lhoza, is that paracetamol can be used by neonates. Neonate is a baby that is up to 28 days old and older. So paracetamol is for everyone.
Okay. All right. But kuyo yonke loo nto leyo wena Mdlezana qiniseka yazi okanye lindela into yoba nomntana wakho uzawuba nobushushu and but ubushushu bakhe kufuneka bungagqithanga ku-38 degrees Celsius temperature yakhe. And then but abantu bakudala loo nto uzawuthi umntu bebesenza njani, bebemejasha njani abantwana? Because ngoku yes sekukho izinto zazithenga ukwazi umejash ukufaka ekhwapheni lo mntana ubone uba yho angoku, but amanzasife thina.
Yeah, but we don't know that. We were not there. So maybe they did actually die, right? What I'm saying is, more importantly, is for you to control the temperature. To control the temperature.
Leyo as long as drop temperature xa uqonda into obingaphaya ukunqanda into mna angade abe kanti angaxhuzula okanye abe nezo zinto azawuba nazo. Okay, masize kwi-teething mixtures. Xa kuthi umntana yazalwa immediately Mdlezana ucinga into yobana funeka abheke uba ngaba kwingingqi emonti, iBuffalo Flats, iVergen, uHofmann, ibhotile, yomoya, but asithethi nge-colic today, sithetha ngamazinyo. Kodwa ke nalapho ziyafumaneka, ubheka kulaa pharmacy lapha emva kwale venkile iqala ngo-S apha idume kakhulu. So zininzi ezazinto. Yintoni kunyanzelekile umntana abanayo okanye amazinyo afanele uba ayaziphumela and that's it, siwayeke?
Yeah, so that's exactly where I was going. We are controlling pain, temperature, inflammation. So I spoke about paracetamol. Sure. Paracetamol as an active ingredient solves two things. It solves the pain and it solves the temperature, which is the fever. Okay, so you're going to give that about 3 times a day.
Sure.
Depending on how old the child is and their weight, you will get a dosage from your pharmacist on how much to use for your child. Then we have ibuprofen or mefenamic acid. We call these non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. These ones you must not use if your baby is younger than 6 months. It's not recommended. Let me put it that way. You recommend it for use for babies 6 months and older. Okay. Again, here you're doing the pain, fever, but the plus on these ones is that they actually help with the inflammation as well of the gums. Okay. You can buy these products separately. You buy paracetamol separately and you buy mefenamic acid or ibuprofen separately. But what happens is that the pharmacist can actually make a mixture for you. They put in a bottle half of the paracetamol and put in another half of the mefenamic acid. And they say to you, this is a teething mixture. All right. Correct.
Okay.
So this teething mixture has the same ingredients that we spoke about. It has mefenamic acid and then it has paracetamol. A teething mixture is to control the teething symptoms, pain, fever, inflammation. A teething mixture is not going to make your baby grow teeth faster.
Okay.
Because people are doing that. They're going to the pharmacy to say, I want a teething mixture because my baby's teeth are not showing. My baby now is too old because my colleague and I gave birth at the same time. Her baby already has 2 teeth. My one has no teeth. So I must go and buy that teething mixture so that the teeth can start showing. No, that's not what a teething mixture is.
Okay.
All right. In fact, I don't know of a product that is available in the market that will accelerate that your baby's teeth start growing before time. So this is nature, it's natural. It depends on your baby's genetics and everything else. It's the genetics. Okay.
Naleyo.
So
Okay.
stop this thing. Stop this thing of abusing teething mixtures. And people are saying, no, but I'm on my 4th bottle now. But yeah,
Awakhuli amazinyo
these teeth are
lomntana.
not showing. Guys, it was never meant for that in the beginning. The teething mixture is for teething symptoms. You know, it's 2 medicines that the pharmacy or the pharmacist has bought separately. Bought paracetamol separately, bought mefenamic acid separately, and then they put it in a box. Sometimes it will be green Lhoza and sometimes it will be purple. Why is that? Well, it depends on what medication is used there. But what I want to stress again is that the purple one, people must use more for older infants. Again, 6 months and older, and they must take care of the dosages. There was another question to Lhoza Bunbuzeyon.
About le mixube kaloku yenziwayo. So into endiyibambayo kule nto uyithethayo, uba ngaba unayo i-teething mixture oyithengileyo epharmacy, suphinde uthenge ube nePanado, otherwise okanye iparacetamol xebe, izawuba yi-overdose.
Ayithanda le ndawo. Heyi, hayi kodwa.
Kaloku
Hayi,
ndiyaqeqesheka, mandihambe ndiyokwenza ipharmacy.
Joga.
Kaloku sinento ethi mnike mani, mnike. Ukhona eze-colic ke kuyo yonke loo nto leyo. Makasele wena gripe
I
water.
like that very much.
Yeah, le man
That
sisi
if you
makunuke
already have the teething mixture, you must
Somphinde.
know that the teething mixture is already 2
Inazo
medicines
ezi zinto.
separately. Now, don't go and use paracetamol again over and above this teething mixture and use mefenamic acid again over and above the teething. I really like that one. Okay.
So baphulaphula andibona into unombuzo kweli cala. Into ebalulekileyo into yobana umntana uzawuba nawo amazinyo. Just be ready. Qaphela nje into yoba i-temperature yakhe inganyuki kakhulu. Sekukho into ezithengwayo ngokukwazi ukuyibona uba ikangakanani na.
Thermometer, yeah.
Ubeka amanzi, abanye bathi angabandi iceke, xhomekeka kuwe, okanye umqhize. Yintoni lento yezivesti, yintoni lento yokuba umntana xa kho umntana kufuneka kuhit, kufuneka yintoni lento khandiqala apho, kutheni lento kufuneka kulayite, kufuneka kuvalwe, kufuneka kutheni. Ndisibuza umbuzo, xa ubona umuntu ubeleka umntana kodwa unxibe mhlawumbi just a t-shirt, ubeleka umntana but umntana umnxibise irompa nayo yonke laa nto ezinxitywa apha egqibama, yintoni lento inabantwana nobushushu?
I think it's cultural. Mhlambi ikhona into eyayisenzeka kudala ebantwaneni, and as Black people, we started to then believe that, you know, you must protect umntana as much as you can from the cold. It's the truth. It will shock you. Babies have something called brown adipose tissue. So they are actually more insulated than us naturally. So they can withstand colder temperatures more than we can in their own anatomy and physiology. So there's no scientific evidence to support Lamabhai, I5 and all of those things. You know, if you can, yes, please keep your baby as cool as possible.
Nasetown ufika umntana womathize lo mdlezana umntana unxibe nomnqwazi ufuneka ube lapha yonke nje laa nto uthi ayikho laa nto.
And there's another product that people like, right? It starts with a Z. It has a red on the package inside. I think the packaging is purplish pink somewhere there.
They want.
So it's available as tablets and it's also available as drops. People come a lot to the pharmacy looking for this product. This is a fluoride supplement. Okay. What is fluoride? So fluoride is an element that keeps your teeth strong. Where else have you heard of fluoride? In toothpaste. It's called fluoride toothpaste, right? And the dosage there, if you open the package insert or the patient information leaflet inside product,
the box, yeah,
it will say your dosage depends on how much fluoride already exists in the municipal water. And, you know, I look at people coming to buy these things and they don't ask, right? They don't ask us. They just come and this particular one is actually not a dispensary product. So it's there in the front and people just come on recommendation. Again, this product will not make the teeth come any sooner than they would have already. All right? It's a Z. It's a ZY. So
yeah,
abantu will come and buy it and shame, man. It's expensive, right? Again, I just want to say now, there's no way to accelerate this. And
Ukukhula
how the
kwamazinyo
product is
omntana.
marketed is that it will make your baby's teeth strong, right? But
Ayiwakhulisi. Uba umntana wakho udalwe engumntana othambileyo okanye okhawulezayo, uzawukhawuleza. And abantwana abafani, omnye uzawukhawuleza ekuhambeni, omnye ekuthetheni, omnye emazinyweni, bomama umlomo ugcwele kodwa ndiqiwe ukhasa. Omnye akhase msinyane, ndiqiwe uthetha. So masibayekeni ngamafutshane izenzekele le process yakhe. Qha xa ifike kweso stage wena iba nendlela osimaneja ngayo. That's it.
Yeah. So it's just about observation and managing that. If the baby now has diarrhea, you manage the diarrhea. The baby has temperature, you manage the temperature. So with regards to the appetite, there's no appetite mixture or appetite stimulant to be given to infants.
Because now
they are not eating because their gums are painful. So sort out the gums, sort out the pain there, and then your baby will eat. Yes.
And go umuntu oncancisayo uzawuba seyifanyana yena because noko alifani ibele angalifuni kodwa nabo xa sele bemfixene begula abafuni nix.
Yeah.
And ke ngoku le nto incingisa into ethi njengoba nam ke ndivuke ekufeni appetite bengenayo. So why abazali would force umntana to eat kodwa uyazazi ubana xa gula kafuni.
Yeah.
Because now ufuna ukutya xa ugula awuna-appetite awutheni kodwa umntana dabethwe akhutshelwe amehlo uba ngumntana ongaka because funeka etyile akanamdla akazikwazi akana-appetite. Please guys, bazali please.
Yeah, but I do want to support if you know uba umntanakho is not eating a lot of the things that are available at home. Right, because amakhaya awafani, so your child might not be receiving all the necessary vitamins,
nutrients
and nutrients. Yeah, so sometimes it is important to supplement here, even if you just get a multivitamin. You know, there are cheap ones for like 20 rand or so, just to make sure that your child is receiving the necessary vitamins and nutrients, even if akatyi everything on their plate.
Kodwa masiyazi into yobana naye umntana njengawe uyatshalelanga. And akazuba nayo appetite naye xa gula njengawe. So uba unesifutufuthu ngu-30 phandle nakuye umva ngale ndlela yakho so sumnyanzela. And lastly ndizokuyeka naxa bedlala phandle uyagodola bathi andigodoli mama. Yho, mbona ke le iyandibhuqa. Masibayeke. Ubana laa nto ubuthetha ngayo. Uhleka mani. Eyi. Sizama unceda nabantu i-first time moms here and first time dads. Uyadlala qoma buyaza lonxiba ijezi akafuni uyinxiba ijezi mama ndiyatsha andakagodoli ndim ndinengugayitis nguye uright
kaloku xa uye ukhula ingqele uyiva msinyane.
So sifuna ilema apha e-4th floor sifuna uhatya.
Yeah, but of course sometimes it is very cold and your baby being a baby is not applying caution. So that's your responsibility as a parent. Even umntana akaziva naxa elambile andithi funeka uyombiza babuyani zanotya. So there is parenting here. Ayizusoloko about a pharmacist or a doctor, you know. Yeah.
Ndikuvile. Somachiza uLwanda kamkhatshana #asulwanda nizambona wethu uzayishare le video and please tag us somachiza usithekweni. Ndiqaphele. Please tag us #asulwanda nawe please share it. Umntana ufanele abe kanti ke uzawuhambisa uzawugula temperature izawutshintsha njalo njalo igums zakhe zizawudumba because funeka ikrazulile. Kutheni kuthiwa ngabantwana abazayo zikomityi ngabantwana
hayi ke izinto zesiXhosa kwafuna siyobuza phaa mhlawumbi ke-House of Traditional Leaders. Uyayazi yona laa nto ithi subakroba
susumane umkroba bazawutshona. Abantwana bomntana bazawutshona bakrazule batheni but kukho bazalwa bekrazule Lwanda and
umntana onjalo nathi efamilini it's normal
ukrazule and amazinyo athanda ugqola msinyane ke lewa kudala khona kudala exhensa xa kuphuma amanye ufumanisa uba la wona ikhala yawo. Akho nto wrong nalapho xa izalwe ekrazule.
Akho nto wrong because I mean at 6 years the baby is going to get new teeth.
A friend of mine iqala ekrazula apha akhange ekrazule la eshori la i4 le ngathi ngawomvundla apha kumabini ngenhla mabini ngezantsi khange ekrazule ukrazule ngapha nalapho akho nto wrong.
Akho nto wrong.
Ichamba lisemntaneni.
you know, it's always genetics,
Okay,
Lhoza, right?
cool.
Look at my head is gray, right? And I'm young.
Ndiyakwazi
And now
uyayicheba.
someone-
Ziyeke, embrace the grey hair,
someone
Lwanda,
is going to
nam.
say, no, is there something wrong there? You're only supposed to have this gray hair at 50 and whatever.
Sure.
You know, we're not the same.
Okay.
And what is very important is that I'm not sick, right? This is not it hasn't impaired my health in any adverse way, right? So people must embrace being different. I think
Sure.
we must leave it at that and say people must embrace being different. We are not going to be all the same. I'm reading a book by Siya Kolisi, and he says, when the scouts come in high school, they will look at this big kid, you're right, but we don't develop the same. Now, after they've picked the kid, there's this one who was thin. But now that 1 year, 2 years later starts to catch up.
Sure.
And now he's big and fast and even stronger than this one that seemed to have been performing 1 year before or 2 years prior, right? So amaxesha wethu awafani.
Ndikuvile. Thank you so much, Somachiza. Ngenxa yexesha sekufuneka sikhawuleze siye kumfundisi Somachiza #AskLwanda. Ungamlandela. Siyabulela Somachiza ixesha lakho. Kuhle.
Thank you.
Thank you. Masimkhuphe uSomachiza ngolu hlobo.